So welcome to this video tutorial on Facebook tracking pixel integration setup. My name is Elvis Okenwa. I am the customer success manager for LeadQuizzes, and I'll be taking you through this tutorial video. Now in this video, I'm going to basically start by showing you how you can integrate your LeadQuizzes tree account with Facebook tracking pixel. I'm going to also show you how you can configure Facebook tracking pixel integration on the quiz in which you want to track and record events. And finally, I'll show you how you can create a custom conversion for your quiz and how you can also verify that there's activity on your custom conversion. All right. Now, before you get into any of this, you need to first of all ensure you have a couple of things pre-set up to ensure a smooth flow. Now, first of all, ensure that you're logged onto your LeadQuizzes tree account. Also, ensure that you are logged into your Facebook Ads Managers account. And finally, ensure that you have downloaded and installed the Facebook Pixel Helper. Now, this is a Chrome extension which shows you when a Facebook tracking pixel event has been recorded. All right. Now, in getting to this, we're going to follow a couple of steps for clarity. So first, I'm going to show you how you can find and how you can copy your Facebook tracking pixel script code from your events managers and pixel account. I'm also going to show you how you can paste this code into your LeadQuizzes tree Facebook pixel integration setup. I'm going to show you how you can configure Facebook tracking pixel on the quiz in which you want to track and record events. I'm also going to show you how you can verify that your Facebook tracking pixel is actually recording events. I'm going to show you how you can create a custom conversion for your quiz and how you can verify that your custom conversion is actually receiving activity. Okay, now to get into this, we head into our LeadQuizzes tree account. Like I said, ensure you're logged into your LeadQuizzes tree account. Next, you ensure you're logged into your business managers account and also that you have your Facebook Pixel Helper installed. Okay. Now, in your business managers account, you go to the menu, you look for Events Manager. Under that, you look for Pixels and you click on that. Okay. Now that it's fully loaded, you get to see all the pixels you have on your account. All right. Now, this pixel has been created for this purpose, for this tutorial video. So I'm going to click on my pixel. Now it's brought us to our event manager's dashboard for our pixel. Okay. Now in here, you look for setup. You click on setup. Under setup, you look for manually install the code yourself. You click on that. In the pop-up that appears, you scroll down to section 2 and you copy your code. All right, you copy by just clicking on it. All right, now you can close this out. Now you head back into your LeadQuizzes tree account. You go to settings. Under settings, you look for integrations. You click on integrations. Then under that, you'll see your Facebook pixel. All right, so you click on setup and you paste the code which you just took off your events manager's account. So I'm just going to paste that here and I'm going to save it. All right. Now, what have we done? Let's head back to our steps. So we've found our code, we've copied our code, we've pasted our Facebook tracking pixel code into our LeadQuizzes tree account. Now we're going to move on to configuring our Facebook tracking pixel integration on the quiz in which we want to track and record events. All right. So we head back to our Facebook, to our LeadQuizzes tree account. We go to dashboard. Now you look for the quiz in which you want to set up Facebook tracking pixel on. So I have this quiz created. It's called Are Your Sugar Cravings Out of Control? Now you go to Edit on your quiz. You click on Edit. Now on your quiz setup page, you go to Configure. You click on Configure. You look for native integrations, you click on that. You go to add integrations. Now in the window that appears in the drop down, you look for Facebook Pixel. All right. Now this has basically brought us to our configuration page for our Facebook tracking pixel integration. All right. Now this is basically where you can select all your content elements. All right, you basically see all your content element will appear on this page, allowing you to create Facebook pixel custom events name, as well as enter parameter value for each of your content elements. All right, so you can enter parameter values for the questions, for the answers, for the lead capture form, as well as for the results. Okay, now by default, Facebook tracking pixel on LeadQuizzes tracks two events. It tracks when an audience has viewed your content and when an audience has completed your content. So those two events are tracked by default. But if you want to track other events, you create parameter values for those events you wish to track. All right. Now, say for instance, you want to create a custom conversion, or you want to create a custom audience, or you want to make ads on Facebook. All right. Now, this is very important because based off these parameter values, you can filter your audience into a particular group or into a particular bucket. All right. Based off these parameter values, you can create custom conversions. You can create custom audiences. Okay. So this is really important. Now, for the custom events name, we recommend that you set it to a name that is similar to your quiz, and that's for referencing purposes. All right. So you know what Facebook pixel belongs to watch quiz. Also for the parameter values, you create parameter values similar to the question. So you can be able to reference what parameter value belongs to what question or what answer. Okay. Now, like I said, this is really important in creating custom events, custom conversions, as well as creating custom audiences, as well as creating Facebook ads, all right, for segmentation purposes. Okay, now we're going to start this off by giving our custom events name. So our quiz is basically called Are Your Sugar Cravings Out of Control? So I'm going to give this custom event name as Sugar Cravings Quiz 1.1. All right. Now, say for instance, I want to record an event whenever my audience views the first question. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a parameter value. All right, so the question is how frequently do you consume soda drinks? So I'm going to give it the parameter value of consume soda. Bear in mind this field is also case sensitive. All right, the parameter value field is case sensitive. Okay, so consumes soda. Now, say also I want to record an event whenever my audience answers often as well as sometimes to question number one. All right, so I'll give them those answer options parameter value names. All right, so I'm just going to call this soda often, and I'm going to call this soda sometimes. Right, so I want to basically record events whenever my audience answers option A and option B. All right. Now we head down to question 3, and I want to do the same. All right. I want to record an event whenever my audience gets to view question number 3. So I'm going to give it the parameter value name. The question is, do you have cravings for sweets and sugary food? All right. So I'm going to just call this cravings sweets. All right. And likewise, I want to record an event, but just whenever my audience answers option A to question number 3. All right. So I'm just going to call this cravings often. Okay. And we head down to question number 9. Okay. And I want to do the same for question number 9. This question is, do you pay attention to food labels when you buy groceries? All right. So say, for example, I want to create an ad, and I just want to create an ad for specifically my audience that views question number 9, and answers option A. All right, so all I need to do is give question number 9 a parameter value, likewise option A parameter value. So I'm just going to give this um, food labels, right? So food labels always, right? So this is really relevant. If I want to create an ad based off this segment of people or based off this group or bucket of people, all I need to do is just give that parameter value names. And based off this parameter value names, I can segment while trying to create my Facebook ads. Okay. Now, also, I want to record an event whenever my audience views the lead capture form. All right. So I'm just going to call this sugar craving leads. Right? And also, I want to record an event whenever my audience gets the first result. All right. So the first result is basically your sugar intake is pretty high and it's affecting your body and it's affecting you and your body in many ways. All right. So say I want to create a custom audience for just that bucket of people. Okay. So I'll give that the parameter value name. So I'm just going to call this high sugar intake. Okay, so what have we done here? All right, we've basically created a parameter value, or we've basically said record an event whenever our audience gets this particular result, record an event whenever our audience views the lead capture form, record an event whenever our audience views question number 9, and likewise whenever our audience um, answers option A to question number 9. Now we head down to question number 3 and the same thing, record an event whenever our audience views question number 3 and also whenever they answer option A, which is often to question number 3. Now, also number 1, record an event whenever our audience views question number 1 and when they answer option A and when they answer option B as well. Okay, so those are the events we want to record. All right, and based off this events, we can create custom conversions, we can create custom audiences, you can use this to segment while trying to create Facebook ads. All right, and don't forget, like I said, by default, two actions attract when your audience views your content and when your audience completes your content. All right, so we're going to just save this. And as you can see, your Facebook pixel has been added to your quiz. Okay, now let's head back to our steps. So now we've basically configured Facebook tracking pixel on our quiz. All right, we've given parameter values, we've given a custom event name, and we've explained the defaults which attract. All right. Now I'm gonna head on to showing you how you can verify that your Facebook tracking pixel is actually recording events on your quiz. Okay. Now, how do we do that? We head back to our quiz. We go to share. We copy the URL of our quiz content. Now we paste it. All right. Now, bear in mind the Facebook pixel helper is there to show you whenever an event has been recorded. All right, so we're going to put this to test right now. Now, remember I said by default, two actions attract whenever our audience views our content. So the moment I view this quiz, I should have a response on Facebook Pixel Helper. So it should basically show me that an event has been recorded. All right, you can see it's fired. All right, now if I go into that, you can see my custom events name, Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1. If I click that to see what event was recorded, you can see action viewed. All right, this is a default action which was tracked. Okay, now if we start our quiz, we get to view question number 1. You will see our Facebook Pixel Helpers fired again. If we go in to see what event was recorded, so this is the one that just fired. If I click to see what events viewed, consume soda. All right, and this was the custom events name I gave to question number 1 whenever someone views that question. All right, just to verify that, we head to our lead quizzes, we go to configure, we go to native integrations, we go to our pixel, we go to edit. Now you can see question number 1, consume soda. All right, and the pixel event name for that, viewed consume soda. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this. All right, so option A, remember we gave a parameter value for whenever someone answers option A. So I'm going to head back to our pixel helper to see if the event has been recorded. So if I scroll down, this is the question, consume soda, answer soda often, which was the parameter value I gave to option A whenever someone answers option A for question number 1. Okay. Now, for question number 2, we didn't set a parameter value, so it didn't record any events. For question number 3, we did. We said that an event should be recorded whenever our audience views question number 3, and likewise whenever they answer option A or option B. All right, I head back and I show you this. So this is question number 3. We give the parameter value name of craving sweets, and we said whenever option A is answered, an event should be recorded. So I'm just going to save this out. I'm going to head back, Pixel Helper, Sugar Craving Quiz. This is the most recent action. So you see viewed craving sweets, which was the custom event name we gave for whenever someone views question number 3. Now, if I answer option A for this question, you'll see another event has been recorded. If I click on that, I scroll down to see what event has been recorded. You'll see answered craving often. Okay, now question number 4, we didn't give that the parameter value, so no event was recorded. As you can see, it's still on 8. Question number 5, likewise, is still on 8. Question number 6 is still on 8. Question number 7 is still on 8. Now, for question number 9, we said whenever our audience views question number 9, an event should be recorded. So the moment I answer question number 8 and it gets to 9, you'll see an event has been recorded. So if I click on that and I scroll down, okay, let me just look. Okay, here it is. It's at the top now. So if I click on that, you'll see viewed food labels, which was the parameter value name we gave for question number 9 whenever our audience gets to view it. All right, we also said whenever they answer option A and B, let me just head back, have a look. So for question number 9, we said whenever they answer option A, that event should be recorded. Okay, so I'm just going to answer option A. You can see our pixel helper has triggered. All right, so I'm going to look for the most recent activity. I'm going to click on that to view. Okay, you can see question food label answered always. Always was the parameter value we gave for option A for question number 9. Okay, now question number 10, we didn't give that a parameter value name. Now for the lead capture form, we give a parameter value that we want to record an event whenever our audience gets to view the lead capture form. Now if I head to our pixel helper to see if that event was recorded, I scroll down, I look for the most recent record, and you can see viewed sugar craving leads, which was the parameter value we gave for whenever our audience gets to view the lead capture form. All right, so I'm just going to fill in the details. So I'm just going to say Elvis. I'm going to say test. That's gmail.com. All right, submit. Now, this is the result I got. Your sugar intake is pretty high and it's affecting you and your body in many ways. Now, remember, we gave a parameter value for this particular answer. So whenever our audience gets to view this answer, we asked that that event be recorded. All right. Now, also remember that by default, an event is recorded whenever your audience completes your content. All right. So now we're looking for 2 events. So if I go into our pixel helper, you can see form submitted, sugar craving leads. All right, we already did that one. All right, I scroll down. Action completed. Now this is a default which was tracked. It's a default event which was tracked. All right, so like the viewed content and completed content, this is the completed part of it. All right. Now if I look into this one, viewed high sugar intake, which was the parameter value I gave for whenever my audience gets to view this particular outcome. Okay, so that is how you can basically verify that your Facebook pixel is actually recording or tracking events, all right, using your pixel helper. Okay, now let's head back to our steps. Now, next we move on to creating a custom conversion for our quiz. Okay, now how do we do that? We head back to our events managers account, our pixel account. Okay, we go to custom conversion. We select the pixel account, which is this one. It's just going to take a couple of seconds to load, but you have to be patient and wait for it to get fully loaded. Okay, and there we have it. Okay, now I'm going to go to create custom conversion. Okay, now you can see my pixel account, LeadQuizzes 3 for test account pixel. Now under website events, I'm going to go to custom events. I'm going to go down to look for the custom events name I gave for my quiz, which was Sugar Craving 1.1. There we have it, Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1. Now I'm going to add a role, all right? Now under the role, I'm going to select event parameters, okay? Now under the custom parameters, we have viewed, we have answered, we have question, we have action, all right? We also have one more, which is form submitted, okay? Now I'm just going to close this out. I'm just going to load this page again because I want that particular custom parameter to show up. Okay, now it's loaded. I go to create custom conversion. I look for my custom event name, Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1. I click on that, add a role, event parameters, and there we have it, form submitted. Okay, now I'm going to show you basically what all this custom parameter means. We're going to test all this out right now. Now we're going to start with viewed. All right, now you use viewed for whenever your audience gets to view a particular outcome. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll select viewed. Now I can use equal to, I can use contains. All right, so I'm going to use equal to. So event parameter viewed equal to. Now I head back to my lead quizzes and I look for the parameter value I gave for whenever my audience gets to view this particular question. All right, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head back and I'm going to paste it. All right, so basically I'm creating a custom conversion for whenever my audience gets to view this particular outcome. All right, so I'm going to set this to viewed, set this to equals to, I'm going to put in my parameter value. Okay, now I'm just going to give this a name. So I'm going to say high sugar intake leads, right? For category, I'm going to set this to leads. You can give this a value, but I'm not going to do that. It's optional. And I'm going to create this custom conversion. Your custom conversion high sugar intake leads has been successfully created. All right. And there we have it. Now I'm going to move on to creating another custom conversion. So we do the same. We look for our custom events name, Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1. We add a rule. We select event parameters. Now we did for viewed. Now I'm going to show you answered. All right. Now I'm going to show you question. All right. Now question basically means whenever your audience gets to view a particular question. All right. So for that, you do the same. Question equals to or question contains. Now you put in the parameter value. Now what's our parameter value? Now let's say we want to create a custom conversion for question number one whenever our audience gets to view this particular question. So I'm going to copy the parameter value consume soda and I'm going to paste that in here. All right. Now you can also add another rule. All right. So we're going to do that event parameters, but now we're going to say answered. All right. So here we set for whenever our audience gets to view this particular question, but now we're going to set for also whenever they get to answer that particular option in that question. All right. So equals to or contains, we're going to use equal to parameter value. We head back. So question number one, we want to set a custom event name for one of our audience views question number one and answers soda often. All right. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head back and I'm going to paste it. Okay. So now we can also add another rule. Okay, but we're not going to do that. You can also use so rather than equal to, you can use contains. Okay, you can use doesn't contain, depending on what you're trying to achieve. Okay, but I want to know, I want to create a custom conversion for my audience that viewed question number one and answered often to question number one. So I'm just going to give this a name. I'm going to say often consume soda leads. Set the category to leads, and I'm just going to create this custom conversion. And done. Okay. Now, lastly, we do the same. Look for our custom events name. We add a rule, event parameters. So we did for viewed, we did for answered, we did for question. All right. Now we're going to do for form submitted. Okay. So form submitted equal to, we head back to our quiz. Now form submitted basically means your lead capture form. All right. So we copy our parameter value and we paste it in here. All right, so I'm going to give this a custom event name of sugar craving is. All right, I'm going to give this set category to leads and I'm going to create this custom conversion. Okay, so what have we done? We created three custom conversions. All right, we created a sugar craving quiz lead custom conversion, often consume soda leads custom conversion, and high sugar intake leads conversion. Okay, and that's what we've done. Now, finally, I'm going to show you how you can verify that there's activity on your custom conversion. All right. So now you can see that we have our custom conversions created, but on the status, it says no activity yet. Okay. Now, in order to view activity for your custom conversions, we're just going to take our quiz one more time. So I'm going to refresh this page. Start. I'm just going to answer the questions again. Submit. Okay, we head back and you refresh your custom conversion page list. Okay, now you can see under status, we now have activity on all our custom conversions. All right, now if we're going to each one individually, so I'm just going to click on this one, you basically see an overview of the custom conversion name you gave. You'll see if you had a conversion value. You'll see the category in which you set your custom conversion to, which I gave was leads. You'll see the current status, as you can see, is active. All right, you'll see conversion received. So last 7 days, 0. All right. Now for rules, you get to see the rules which you set. So this was the source. This is my pixel ID. Under events, my custom events name, which was Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1. Then the rule was include Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1 events where viewed equals to high sugar intake. All right, so that was the rule I gave. Okay, and there you have it. Let's go out of this. Let's view the second one. Let's go straight down to rule. Include Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1 event where form submitted equals to sugar craving leads. All right, so that was the rule I gave for this custom conversion. And for the final one, we had two rules. So include Sugar Craving Quiz 1.1 events where question equals to consume soda and also where answered equals to consume soda often. Okay, so that's how you basically set up your Facebook tracking pixel on your LeadQuizzes tree and as well create a custom conversion. And likewise, you verify that your custom conversion is actually receiving activity. Okay, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye.